Yeah, nobody's used to it. No,
Well,
I'm not.
and you're aware this is a special meeting, or not a special meeting, a Grady County School Finance, there's a regular meeting scheduled before this meeting. Actually, this may be a special meeting. Did you know that?
Yeah, I read the sign.
Oh, okay,
I read
alright.
the agenda.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there is. There are two separate agendas. There's an agenda for the regular county commissioners meeting, and then there's a separate agenda for the school finance meeting after the regular.
Oh,
meeting.
okay, gotcha.
So yeah, there are technically two meetings going on.
It's just one of them is the Grady County School Finance Authority, and then the next one is the Commissioners
Do
meeting.
you want a separate video created for that?
Oh, I don't care what you do. I'm just telling you that there's a different meeting than the Commissioners meeting before the Commissioners
Okay.
meeting starts.
There. Yep.
Where's that?
Is that, I guess that's gonna be.
Zach may be a little late.
He's, yeah, they had an accident.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, I guess we were.
Whichever one.
I hope it's not an auto accident.
It was over here,
Is
but
it bad?
I don't know.
Okay. You're from OKC?
Hmm?
You're from OKC?
Mhm.
Why do you come here?
Company I work for works for Camino. Natural
Oh,
Resources
okay.
on the oil and gas leases.
Okay, that makes sense. I made a lot of different and interesting meetings.
Okay, the special meeting of the trustee of the Grady County School Finance Authority will come to order. Let's see,
Gary?
here,
Ruth? Here.
item C, review and possible approval of the minutes from the special meeting of the Grady County School Finance Authority on November 25, 2024. Make a motion to approve. Second, Rick.
I don't know if I can, I wasn't here for the meeting.
Oh,
so-
okay, that's right, you can.
Well,
Okay.
so we had talked to Ricky about this before,
Yeah.
and he said that as long as you read the minutes, you can approve them.
Okay.
We don't usually, just because y'all don't feel comfortable doing that, so it's whatever you wanna do.
Oh,
But if Zach's not here, we won't be able to approve the minutes, is that okay?
We can just move the minutes to the next meeting, it just means you'll have two sets of minutes to approve.
Right, it's up to y'all.
okay.
I just don't,
Just move it in, move.
Yeah, you just table it.
okay,
Okay.
yeah.
So Carrie, is that your motion to the table?
Oh, yeah, motion to table. Next meeting.
Did you want a second thing?
Yeah, I'll second that. Very good.
Gary?
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
Okay, item D is consideration and possible action on resolution establishing annual notice of regularly scheduled public meetings of the Grady County School Finance Authority.
Make a motion to approve.
Second,
Gary?
yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
Item E, review and possible action on appointing new officers for Grady County School Finance Authority.
So what I would, propose, this happens every time there's an election and one of the commissioners, comes off and one gets on, is we kinda have to shift a little bit. I believe, previously, you're the chairman, and, was Kirk the vice?
Yes.
I believe that's correct. Since Zach has been around for longer, I would propose, but you guys are welcome to make whatever motion you like. I would propose that Gary be remain the chairman, that Zach be installed as the vice chairman, and that you be, installed as the open member.
Okay,
Or member at large.
okay.
Okay.
But somebody would need to
I'll
make a
make the
motion
motion.
as to that.
I'll make the motion.
Second,
Carrie?
Yes.
yes.
Okay,
If you'll,
I'm making a note on this.
yeah, I was about to say, if you'll give me just a second, I'll make
Zach
sure
for
I
the
get
vice
that.
chairman, and where's that member at large?
I was hoping Zach would get approved of.
Yeah.
Was that, voted on, or was it, just moved?
What you suggested, Gary, I think we voted
Yeah,
on.
they
Yeah,
voted.
okay. Alright.
All right, item F, consideration and possible action upon invoice from Angel Johnson and Blasingame PC.
So that, item F there is Angel Johnson's invoice for the, audit fees, it was $5,700. I try to get it paid as soon as we can, but frankly, it's gotten to with these regular meetings. The auditor requested or directed that we have regular meetings, which means we're pushed out quarterly, which means so it's their suggestion, so I guess they'll be okay with not getting paid
Paid, yeah.
next month, but, anyway, that's where we're at, is that, Angel Johnson invoice of $5,700.
So what we're gonna do on
Make
it?
a motion to pay it?
Yeah.
I'll second.
Carrie?
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
Okay, item G, review and possible action on financial report.
Item G is the same things that we include in every one of our packets. It's the, financial bank statements that we've received, since our last meeting. The current bank balance is $737,825.47. We really need to talk about, and this is one of those things that I brought up to Kurt a while back, we need to talk about moving that, account down. We can move some of those funds, and I think that's probably something that needs to be discussed before a final decision is made, but we can move some of those funds from the Grady County School Finance Authority to the commissioners, as a part of service as trustees for the Grady County School Finance Authority. The total amount that you wanna move is up for debate, but right now we've got assets pledged with Liberty National Bank to secure the amount over the FDIC limit, so it might not be a bad idea to discuss trying to get that down, closer towards that 250.
How do you guys make, what's your revenue source? How do you come up with this money?
So,
I don't-
yeah, that's okay. There are, annual fees, associated with, management of the bonds as they come through. And so, those fees are distributed annually per bond and deposited into the Grady County School Finance Authority account.
Okay.
Problem is, this thing's been open since, it's not a problem.
Right.
But, an aspect of this is the Grady County School Finance Authority has been in existence, I think, since 2013, 2012, somewhere in there. I'd have to go back and be certain, but there's some early bonds that I think Minko did that initially started the whole thing. And I don't believe that the commissioners or the trustees have moved any of those funds over from the Grady County School Finance Authority to the commissioners, and I don't really know if the reasoning behind that is they don't really know, what to do necessarily with those funds or how to allocate them, but, I brought it up maybe once every year, couple of years, that, we have the ability to move those, the trustees have the ability to move those funds, and it just hasn't happened.
I'll call Ricky Branch at the auditor's office and just
Okay.
see how to work on that process and what we need to do, where it can go and how it can be spent.
Okay.
And how much, and as far as determining how much the commissioners wanna put in?
Well, there's $737,000 sitting in that account, and that is basically just piled up, cause these bonds last,
15, 20 years.
yeah,
Yeah.
some of them 15, 20 years, depending on what it is and the value. And so every year, it decreases every year, but every year there's a check associated with each bond that comes in that's deposited into the Grady County School Finance Authority. So, it's just piled up, and the more bonds we do, the faster that number grows. And initially, when these funds were moved from First National to, Liberty, it was just a little bit over, I think it was like 350 or something like that, over that 250 limit. And so they pledged some assets. Well, now it's getting to the point, collateral. Now it's getting to the point that I don't know how much further they're
Yeah.
willing to go.
Yeah.
Nobody's said anything to me yet at Liberty that it's a problem, but at the same time, I think that it's probably prudent to have a serious discussion about moving a chunk of this money.
Liberty's pretty good about getting collateral, just because I've worked in the treasurer's office, so. But you're saying these are fees that the schools are paying on their bonds that go back to the finance authority, is that?
Yes,
Okay,
that's
I just wanted to kind of get an
Yep.
idea, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, then I'll call Ricky and talk to him and see if we move, where we move it, and how we can use it.
Okay, and it's prudent to understand that it's a good idea to have funds in that account just for management purposes. The audits are always gonna be, an issue, and they can be somewhat expensive, but at the same time, the need for this dollar figures is not there.
So we're looking at moving about 600,000 or or 550,000, something like that, get it back to the 250,000 FDIC money.
That's what I would propose.
Okay.
With the understanding that it might not be a bad idea to just make a plan that annually some gets moved
Moved.
off. Anyway, that's the financial account, those bank statements are there. I don't know that we have to have any action on it, but there's nothing wrong with approving the bank statements as shown. We don't really have any significant transactions that come out of this account, other than we have, quarterly, accounting fees, attorney's fees, those kinds of things that come out of it, but, I don't believe that we've had any checks.
Rick, you gonna discuss the dollar amount with Ricky then?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll call
okay.
Ricky and,
Alright,
see what he says, and like I said, if we need to move, if it has to be spent a special way, or,
okay.
Okay, make a motion to approve the financial report.
Awesome.
Gary,
Yes,
Bruce,
Yes.
okay.
do you want to, how do you want to do that? Put him in the meeting?
Yeah, I think we might add him back,
Okay.
and I don't know if you need to do a secondary roll call, or I don't know how that would work, but,
I usually just note it as a.
okay. And if you, it's up to you guys, you could theoretically go back and deal with the minutes since they were tabled, or you can just push them to the next meeting, I don't.
We just go back and deal with them.
Okay.
That way, get it over.
Okay. Zach, you wanna vote on this item regarding this pass?
Yes.
Ready? Item H, review and possible action on correspondence received since previous meeting.
So item H is effectively all of the correspondence that we received. There's nothing in here that I'm aware of other than requisitions for payment, on these different bonds. You're welcome to skim through it if you like, but frankly, I don't have looks like there are some tax statements there at the back as well regarding the bonds. But those are just forwarded to the auditor, and there's no real action necessary on any of those.
And those are just the active bonds that the schools have.
Correct, yeah. Just those three.
Approved?
Second.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Bruce,
Yes.
Okay, item I, consideration and possible action upon request for payment of attorney fees for actions taken by Perryman and Perryman LLP on behalf of the Grady County School Finance Authority.
And honestly, our invoices are primarily associated with preparation of documentation, receipt of correspondence, keeping track of the requisitions for payment, things that are coming in, and working with the auditor and we actually have, based on the auditor's direction, just so you know, and probably just as a reminder to everyone else, we have Sanders, Welch and Wallace that actually takes care of the deposits associated with any funds received by Grady County School Finance. Angel Johnson does the auditing. I have the checkbook, but I'm not a signer on the checks. I believe right now, Zach, did you sign
I did not.
a signature card? So right now, you were actually, you don't know it, but you were just voted in as the vice chair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the board of trustees. So we probably need to get you to Liberty National, if you can find some time to get by there and sign the signature card. That's probably gonna have to wait until our next meeting,
Okay.
when these minutes are approved, because I believe they require approved minutes in order to, add a signer to the account. But it would be prudent for us to have two signers
Okay.
on the, Grady County School Finance, account. Anyway, there's separation based on the auditor's needs, which creates additional expense, but make sure that
Separation of
everybody's
duties,
hands are
yeah.
clean, so, I don't deposit checks, we receive checks, Sanders Welch deposits, Angel Johnson audits, and I hold checks, but you guys have to sign, so. Anyway, that's where my fees are associated, is primarily just taking care of paperwork, organization, and, dealing with the auditors and accounting firm.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second it.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Motion to adjourn?
Did we,
Did you
wanna
wanna go
deal
back
with
to
the
minutes?
minutes?
I wanna go back to the minutes, approve the
Oh,
minutes.
okay.
We need a motion on the minutes.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second it.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Gary, was that your motion?
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Okay, thank you guys very much.
Thank
Please
you.
don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. I will, get a check available, Gary, for you, and I will meet with, if you would mind coming by the office and sign that for my firm and for, Sanders for Angel Johnson for the audit.
Okay.
We'll have both of those at the office when you get a chance today.
After the meeting's over,
That-
we'll
that'd
be
be
ready.
fine. Yeah, just whenever.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go over and prepare them and we'll have them over there.
All right.
And I'll speak with Liberty National to make sure that we
Okay.
meet the requirements to add you as a signer.
Okay.
Thank you guys very much.
All right, thank you.
sir.
Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, we will now call the commissioner to order.
Gary,
Here,
Here.
pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dusty Birdsong will be here at 9:30 today, so he is coming. Talk to him.
All right, item number 3, discussion and possible approval of minutes from March 3, 2025 commission meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Yeah. I can't ever really get my keys out like this.
Emergency Management Director, Grady County Fire Department, Safety Director, and Construction Superintendent. There you go. Dale's not here. Oh, okay.
The county, we did pretty good as far as rainfall last week. Over the week, we got pretty much an inch, just about everywhere, some places a little bit more, a little bit less. So that's gonna start to green things up. Temperature's gonna be great this week, just a small chance of rain and stuff, so we're really looking good. We got a forklift, class this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Be over there at the community room and over by the sheriff's warehouse for 6.
Yeah, I think there's 6 of you.
Six of us are
We got
in
2
there.
sheriff's deputies coming, Bobby will be there, Fred's coming, you,
Mike,
Mike, yeah. I think Rick's gonna come too.
Rick's
Wasn't sure.
there,
yeah, we're-
Oh, he is, okay,
He has a card.
but he has a card, we were just gonna do a refresher with Rick's.
other than that, that's all we got right now.
Listening to the weather this morning, they were talking about the high winds that we're gonna be having.
Towards the end of the week,
Right.
yes, I forgot that Friday,
Yeah.
it could have up to 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Yes, and
This
they're
Friday.
talking about severe, fire danger.
Fire,
Yeah.
we'll be monitoring that, and putting it out, talk to the fire department, chief, Rodney and everything, they're prepared to call a war day if, anything does crop up and everything. We've been trying to post PSAs on controlled
I know.
burns and calls in and stuff, so, but, yeah, we'll be monitoring that. We'll probably discuss that in the weather briefing this morning at 10 and probably again Thursday, from the weather service, so. But yeah, it could, that low pressure system will be coming down, it'll be northeast of us, but it'll gradient everything in here and we could have some pretty severe winds. And low humidity as usual. Drought monitor really hasn't changed, we won't know anything till Thursday, but, the slight drought moved a little bit further up north, but we're still not in a severe, it's only a moderate drought, so. And with that rain that we got, that'll probably back it up a little bit. It'll be something to be sure and watch toward the end of the week for sure.
Right. Kim?
I don't have a whole lot other than I'll have my financial reports out to you guys on Friday for our board meeting next week. This is a quote to set up the computer in Laura's office, not my office, but at the other desk for Laura. It's going to mirror her, computer in the front, so she's not walking back and forth like she does that for a little bit. When we did this initially, the computer that Mike has now, it came from the highway budget. And this one, we have room in our 8,200 account budget. I haven't visited with our board chairman or Rodney yet about that expenditure, but I think they'll be fine on that. If you guys would rather do it that way, that kind of keeps it clean as far as what Mike has versus what we'll have.
Inventory.
Yeah.
I suggested this because Laura was spending a lot of time going back and forth, and on her Tuesday and Thursday, she really needs to be back there working with Kim and have a computer that she can, has all of her work on it,
Right.
whether it be emergency management or fire department. Yeah, if the fire department we would love for them to pay for that.
I'll visit with them, I think it'll be
Okay.
fine, but we'll move forward with that then. That's all I have.
Okay, thanks. Bobby's not here today, so Mike,
They ripped out that sidewalk over there, emergency management redid it, it looks a lot better.
good.
Micah's carpet's coming the end of the week, they're gonna work Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday. He's gonna give me a list to give to the sheriff to validate, so they can be in here over the weekend. And I'll come down, check on them Saturday. And then I'm gonna be gone tomorrow and Wednesday, but we'll be back Thursday, Friday this week. Rick will be here, Rick's gone today, but he should be here the next 2 days while I'm out.
All right, item 5 is public comments. I forgot to tell anybody if they had anything to say to sign up. Anybody want to speak?
Oh, I just wanna say hello to Ruth.
Hi.
There you go. Alright. Item number 6, new business. In accordance with the Open Meeting Act, Title 25, Oklahoma Statutes 311A9, new business is defined as any matter not known about or which could not have been reasonably foreseen prior to the time of posting the agenda. Any new business?
I got a text this morning from Earthly Dwellings, and they are going to start the demoing of those buildings by Williams Grocery Store today. And they said if anybody has time to stop by, but I'll come by over to the Williams parking lot, because then the
Sheriff's office.
the chief of police in Chickasha had said, you know, they didn't want any bystanders.
Yeah.
But we did get invited. Earthly Dwellings would like, you know, if you have time, just swing by there. They're gonna start it. It's a big thing. And then I don't know if this is new business or not, but Robert Biddy came to my office, and he's from Stanley's, and talking about the scanning of Micah stuff. At some time, we're gonna have to get together with Mike and talk about that, as commissioners. But Stanley's does have the state contract, and so he was talking about it and had some suggestions.
And one thing, we just completed a bunch of our old records scanning, and Stanley's did it for us. They put it on a hard drive, external hard drive for you. It's a really good idea. I mean, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Because a lot of this paper starts getting deteriorated, starts getting old. Right now, I mean, we went back to the 70s on reports and stuff that we haven't scanned in, so probably not a bad idea to have that done. I mean, I'm just gonna throw my 2 cents in there, so.
It'll be an immense job.
Alright, item 7, Dusty's not here at 9:30.
You'll be here at 9:30,
Okay.
so we can just.
We'll go to item 8, discussion and possible action on the presentation from Sean Fareed.
I don't see her. She's not here.
Not here?
I didn't call her a reminder.
Okay.
She was just gonna discuss some opportunities the VOTEC has that they can do with the county.
How do you pronounce his last name?
It's a she, and I'm not sure how you pronounce.
She pronounces it Fry.
Does she pronounce it right? Okay.
Okay, no action. Item number 9, discussion and possible approval of a resolution authorizing the execution of an oil and gas leases between Grady County and Camino Natural Resources LLC. All right.
Good morning. Presenting this resolution again with the 3/16 royalty. And in addition to this resolution, you should also have the notice of execution of oil and gas leases. If you approve the resolution, this will be the ad that will go into the newspaper.
It's the next agenda. There'll be 2 agenda items.
We're presenting the 3/16 again, and I personally went back to the oil and gas leases from 2023 forward that the city of Chickasha executed, and they're all 3/16 and 3 years. And the bidding in the auction, you know, decides the bonus payment, and it fluctuated with, you know, 2 or more bidders there. So there were probably close to 30 oil and gas leases executed by the city. Same areas, lots and blocks, same kind of dynamic, or with related to size of acreage, mineral acre zone.
I really wanted to quarter, but I think we need to go on and do it. Get it off the.
Okay. That's what oil companies are, they just keep pushing.
motion.
I'll second it.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
And I was looking at the calendar, I did not put a date in the, when the auction would be held. But I'm proposing putting in the paper the 20th and the 27th. And then after that, be April 7th or April 14th, whatever you all would be comfortable with, or whatever the agenda would call for.
and you did say we have to pay for that first, right?
Yes, and the highest bidder then pays for that.
So city will have to open up that deal. At the end of the paper.
Shakes, yes. Now, there are oil field sites online that do these advertisements. I mean, that you can put these on, is this not correct?
They could, normally it's just, I noticed on the cities, they do it, every Thursday.
I think there's some, so I can take this notice of execution, and if there's some websites out there that oil companies have, I can ask them to put them on their
You can.
websites? Okay.
So when would the auction take place?
I was just looking at the calendar, giving bidders enough time to do their own due diligence. Maybe the 7th or the 14th. Maybe the 14th would be better. It's a couple weeks after the second week of advertising. Just to give everyone time to.
Do we have something specific we need to put on the agenda for that?
I would suggest it be the last item of the day. And it's just whoever shows up, whatever the opening bid is, go from there.
Okay.
They ranged in the city from 2,500 an acre, or 1,000 an acre, up to 2,500 an acre.
Okay, let's go with item number 10, discussion and possible approval of the notice of execution of oil and gas lease. And I will make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes. Express Star, is that where you're gonna publish it?
I'm sorry?
Express Star?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
Okay, all right, we'll go back to item number 7, discussion and possible action on tabled item for a presentation by Dusty Birdsong with ACO on property and casualty insurance.
Hi, how y'all doing?
Good.
Thanks for having me this morning, yeah. I guess you kinda wanted me to kinda go over kinda what we do.
Yeah,
Uh,
just
yeah.
kind of give, there's always some questions about
Yeah,
about
sure,
the insurance and
sure.
stuff, so if you can just kind of give a broad overview and,
Yeah,
we'll ask some questions and maybe it's painless.
okay, yeah, we currently, we provide property liability coverage to Grady County, also to the Grady County Law Enforcement Center, and also to the Grady County Fairgrounds Trust. They're two separate trust members from the county, so they're actually 3 different policies issued basically to those 3. And we also cover the industrial authority. I think I talked to Ruth last week on that. So actually there's 3 that we cover. So you've been a member of our program for quite some time. We cover all your vehicles, we cover your courthouse, your buildings, your road equipment. We also cover your workman's compensation coverage on all your employees. Some of the advantages of being in our program, we got access to all of our staff, in-house claim department, in-house safety, in-house legal. Everything's at ACO. If you've been to our building, you know that everything's going on in that building. So if you wanna talk to us face to face, you're able to do that. Our attorneys are also in that building. If you need to speak with anyone on our staff or and the legal side, they're always available. We also have a legislative lobbyist, Bill Case, you know, takes care of issues that involve counties. He's been with us for quite some time, does a good job for us. On the law enforcement side, we provide policy and procedure services to your jail, to your sheriff. That's all paid for by our pool. We also provide training through our arrangement with our policy and procedure company, that being Legal Liability Risk Management Institute. So our pool also will pay for the training of your deputies. It's an annual cost per head, and we pay for that. So it's a quarterly invoice we get across the state when that happens. So we currently cover 72 of the 77 counties in Oklahoma. 5 that aren't with us are Okmulgee, Cleveland, Creek, Rogers, and Okmulgee, Creek, Cleveland, Creek, and Rogers. 5 there. So anyway, is there any questions I can answer for you?
I have a couple.
Yeah.
Just because I've been reading the handbook and trying to
Sure.
figure out. So there's a difference in and you may not, this may be a Del Freck. So there's a difference in the IRS county vehicle benefit and personal use of county vehicles.
Well, we provide if you look at the personnel policy we provide to you, the language that you need to use depending on how your employee decides to drive that car.
Yeah.
Is outlined in there. And yeah, it is kind of a Del question, but we do provide the actual policy language to help you guide your people into that, so.
I know the other day, like John and I had a representative of Tom Cole's in our county vehicle.
Mhm.
And I know that is a liability, you know, to the county. But my concern is I think we probably have some county employees that have their families in our county vehicles. And I know that's a big liability
Right.
and a big no-no.
Right, it is a no-no. You know, it does create a situation where that family member could file a tort claim against the county, if they're involved in a car wreck due to the negligence of the driver. And it can be criticized as using county property for personal use.
So my question is we have everybody sign off on a handbook. Should we specifically have everyone sign off on you understand this is not, because what Dale told me, it is statute about some of these things.
Right.
So is it better to have them sign off on a whole handbook plus have them sign off on just a car usage policy?
Well, you could do that, but I know the personnel policy has a section in there that you cannot use county property
Yes.
for personal use. But if you wanted to kind of emphasize that, to the side of that, you could do that.
Okay.
And just make sure all your people know, you can't be hauling your family around in these vehicles. The example you gave me is understandable. At times you could have fellow commissioner, you could have, someone that you do business with, looking at a road with you. Those things happen. And I think, the risk involved is, as long as you're driving safe, nothing should happen. So business use, hauling people, around isn't really a problem. We all face that, hauling anybody in our car. But the difference in counties is, because of being a government, you can't use county property for personal use. And I know the state auditor, kind of focuses on that, quite a bit when, they do audits to make sure that's not happening. So that shouldn't be happening. Your people should be told not to be doing that. And if they're involved in a situation, they should be talked to and put on notice. That's the only way you can kind of deal with it is take action when you know about it.
Thank you.
Because we had Insurica come in the other day and they gave their presentation, can you kind of hit some differences of what y'all offer versus what Insurica does?
Well, we're a pool, we're not an insurance company. We're a governmental risk pool, and we belong to the counties. We have a board of directors that you always have access to if you have an issue with our claims or anything. You got a place where you can go talk. And we got all kinds of ways to deal with anything that becomes an issue through our board. We also, a couple things we do that insurance companies won't tell you they do unless they're doing it, but our premiums are fixed. So whatever we put before you is that number all year long. The question you need to ask insurance companies, and we do this just because we're a pool, we don't charge you midterm premiums for adding road equipment or buildings. You know, if that happens, it don't become in our premium calculations to the next policy term. So they'll give you a number, but that number might not be the final number. We also pre-fund our deductible exposures so that you don't have to reach to your general fund to pay deductibles. They don't do that. So, you know, they're gonna give you a bare minimum premium quote. You know, your deductibles have to be billed back to you depending on how much they are. And again, I don't know, I'm just speaking from what I do know. I don't know if they charge additional premiums as you add, let's say you added 5 road graders tomorrow with us. We're gonna add them and cover them, but it will not impact the premium charges to the year after. Insurance companies mostly don't do it that way. They're gonna, kind of like an insurance agent, if we add a car to our policy, you're gonna get an extra premium for that car. They're not gonna let you ride it out for the year. You know, on the work comp side, it's the same thing. Our premiums are fixed. We don't do payroll audits at the end of the year, come back in and charge you more. That number's fixed. So one of the main advantages you've got with us is when we give you our quotes, you know, that number's good for the year. And that's a question you need to ask your insurance agent if you have one. You know, if that's happening, you know, and how they deal with their deductibles. Are they providing Governmental Tort Claim Act coverage that mirrors the Governmental Tort Claims Act? Because if you insure over the Tort Claims Act, you waive all the immunities and exemptions and the caps. I do know, I have heard they have gone out and provided quotes to basically provide coverage above those caps, and you don't want to do that. I do know there's legislation out right now to raise those caps, which could happen as of November 1, but right now, the Governmental Tort Claims Act is $25,000 property damage, $125,000 bodily injury, and $1 million on the occurrence. And that's all the coverage you need for liability. Civil rights is a different situation. You know, we've been dealing with jail litigation across the state of Oklahoma. Your jail does a pretty good job. One of the best. We had to take action, if you didn't know, on about 10 facilities because of high losses. This jail's one we consider one of the better ones we got going on. In our pool too, you know, in our bylaws, and you know, if a member decides to leave, you're out for 3 years. So, you know, if you get out, you don't like your arrangement, you're not gonna be able to get back in. And we did that for obvious reasons, because back in the old days, you know, we had similar situations occur. You know, they give you a good number, first pass, second year, you know, and then you wanna come back, you know, so, and that's a possibility, but it depends on what your loss experience looks like through that span of time. So that's another thing to think about, you know, if you leave. And if you leave too, you know, we only cover your trust if you cover your county. So if your county in our program, we can't cover the trust, because they're considered what we call a Class B member in our bylaws. Meaning that the only thing they can't do, that a county can do, is vote to change the bylaws. And we did that back in 2017. You would have a vote, if we did a bylaw revision, your board would be able to vote, but none of your Title 60s would be. They just get the benefit of the coverage we provide, but they don't vote, and only counties vote. So that's another thing to consider. And getting a jail covered right now in these, it's a tough environment. We cover just about every jail in Oklahoma, other than the 5 I mentioned. And we got about 10, what we call trust jails, which is what this is over here. And they've been, your county's been with our program. I think you're one of our original members dating back into the 80s. So, you know, you've been a loyal member of our program. And we know if you decide to look and change, I understand that. We'd be glad to help that too. You know, we're not a competitor. I'm not an agent. I don't make commissions. It's another thing you need to ask anybody coming in here selling you insurance, how much they gonna make on this deal. I don't make anything. I'm here to help you, facilitate coverage, help you. If you have a claim problem, you got access to us directly. You know where I'm at. I don't know where these insurance companies, they might might have a claim department in Florida for all I know. You know, they don't have, they're not a pool, we're a governmental risk pool, covered by the Government Tort Claims Act, so we're just like a county, you know, we're not an insurance company. So, just something to think about, you know, if you decide to do that, you know, you don't know who's gonna handle your claims, where they're at, what law firms they're using, can you go look at them, talk to them, can you go to board meetings, and if you got a complaint about maybe something I did, you can come to our board meeting, and our board, I'll put it on the agenda, that you talk to our board. So you got a lot of mechanisms that insurance companies don't provide. And they won't tell you that till you're in there with them. You know, you're calling me and going, what's this, what's that, and I'll still help you. But anyway, we're not out competing with anybody, it's not what we do, you know, we help counties, we work with counties. You know, counties are what we work for, you know, that's our bread and butter. We're just like you guys, you know, you got access to Dale Freck, you got access to me, you got access to our law enforcement guy, we just hired Fred Clark. We got a full-time law enforcement, loss control representative now, that's out working with our sheriffs, jails, trying to help them, you know, with their policy and procedures, you know, in proper order, whatever he can do to help them. Your deputies and your jail facilities, like Fred's here to help you too. I don't know if they have that available to you. You know, they have a law enforcement person that, you know, you can call up and say, hey, we need him to go over here and make sure their policy and procedures in this jail are in line. You know, it's forever coming home. It's got a good staff over here. They do a good job with a lot of people in this facility. And, we got replacement cost coverage on property, you know, on your buildings. And we provide what we call market value on cars and trucks and equipment, meaning what it would cost on the streets if you bought something off the streets. So anyway, we're more of a fit for counties, you know, we don't insure anyone but counties and governmental entities, that's all we cover. So our focus is right there, we would never come in here and give you coverage above the Tort Claims Act, put you in a position to waive the exemptions and immunities. And we got a good staff of lawyers that defend our cases. And we take a pretty proactive, you know, stance on cases that aren't owed. You know, if we're not gonna just pay money and get rid of a case just because it's filed. You know, if you got something you think you don't, we agree with you, you know, it might go to jury trial. So it's another benefit you have with us. We don't, you know, we'll stand behind your decisions. So we're here for county, that's all we do. I've been doing this since 1987. I've been around this program almost 30-something years now, so, I've seen it all, man. And, it's been a good ride, and I enjoy helping counties out, so.
Anybody got any questions?
We appreciate everything, Mark.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Appreciate you
Appreciate
coming.
You done, yes, I appreciate y'all
Yeah.
coming down, talking to us.
Anytime, we're always available, if you want anybody, our staff. Chris Schroeder was gonna come with me today, my executive director, but we had some lobbying issues he has to deal with. Chris is our director, as you might know, and spends a lot of time at the Capitol this time of year. And you also have access to our legislative committees, and all that we do. So, you know, we provide everything you need, and we're not trying to make money off of you, and I'm not trying to make a commission, so.
Dusty, thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
All right.
Appreciate you coming.
Y'all need anything, let me know.
Appreciate
Okay.
you.
All right, thank you.
Gary,
Okay.
Thank you, Andy. Have a good day.
You too.
could we go back to item 8? Sean said-
Yes.
It's tomorrow.
Oh,
Okay, I just don't know, do you stand or do you sit? This is my first meeting.
Okay, well, come on. This is Sean from the VOTEC, and we're gonna go back to item 8.
I'm sorry, I had a miscommunication in my calendar, sorry. But what I wanted to present to you today is, safety training from Canadian Valley Technology Center, we're just right down the road. And, the reason I came today is because when we came into, conversations about some forklift training, it was brought to my attention that maybe the county might need some more training on some different issues. So on this sheet are lists of some of the training that we do with companies, here in the district, which I cover quite a bit of our school district here in Grady County. Really, I'm in charge of all of the businesses and stuff. We do a lot of training, safety training, very reasonably priced. We price it at $50 an hour. So for instance, the forklift training that we're going to do today is very reasonable. We're training on the new forklift, I think, that the county has purchased. So our trainer will come out to you. He will train, and then we do hands-on portion of that. But, I didn't know if the county fell under OSHA or if they fell under PIOSH. So I didn't know for sure. But, some of the things that we do with some of the other companies in our area is we do a monthly safety training. It's a 1-hour safety training. Some people call it the tailgate talk, just to like bring your groups up to, OSHA standards by, if you ever get an OSHA review or anything like that. We keep track of that. We keep all those files for you. I can send them to you monthly after the class with a sign-in sheet and everything, and it's really easy to do. Like, we do a lot of stuff on site. We sign in by QR code, so anybody that has a phone can just sign in. But this is just a quick list of some of the things that we do. But this isn't limited to just this list, because daily I get questions about some of the other trainings that are available. We can even do leadership training. Like your guys need, and I say guys, I should say guys and gals. Have any type of leadership training, management training, anything like that. We can pretty much meet all those training needs. So, I just wanted to make you aware of that. And hopefully with this first forklift class we're gonna do today, we can maybe have a partnership in training. Just my information's here, Ruth has it, we've been in contact, and, Bobby, he's the one who reached out to me, and I really appreciate that. So, just something I just wanted to
Y'all have OSHA 10, is that a possibility?
Absolutely, we do OSHA 10, all the way up to like OSHA 30, so, and we can do it on campus. That would probably be an on-campus class. We just do it out there at the tech center, because we have a safety training room. I know that CPR first aid is huge right now. Like, we're doing a ton of training, and I think it's just a cycle. Everybody's cycling around for that, so I think each crew, I don't know, each, area might need a couple people in CPR first aid. It's really cheap, $50 an hour, so a class would be $200 plus their cards, which would be, I think, $13 a person with a card and the material and stuff, and we can do that on site too, so. But whatever's best for you, on site or in person or on campus or whatever, we can do that. So I appreciate the time to pitch, cause, we haven't really done any training with the county. I've only been there since 2022, so I have not had, any classes with the county, so I appreciate your time. I'm sorry I was late.
Thank you.
Mondays are crazy. Can I stay for the rest of it?
Sure,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
She's got $5.
I can do that, thanks.
Pretty cheap.
I know.
All right, Bobby showed up, so
Well, we have
Bobby, do you have
snacks.
anything on?
No, not much. We did have one motor vehicle accident this morning, and I'll be conducting a safety meeting with District 3 this week. And as Sean said, I'll be attending the training this afternoon, and I'll be out of the office tomorrow for my wife's surgery. So.
All right, thank you, Bobby. Okay, ready to move on to item number 11. Discussion and possible approval of an interlocal agreement between Grady County, District 3 and Red Springs Public School District. I'll make that motion.
Can I ask a question,
You sure can.
since Charles is here? I noticed that everything we do in the county is normally based on a fiscal year, so July 1 to June 30th. But I notice all these things that we do, interlocal agreements, that they go past the fiscal year. And I'm just asking, because I know when we do like contracts or something, we don't jump fiscal year. So I don't.
An example that you need to correct?
No, I'm asking.
Most of like our interlocal agreements that we do with the schools, it's a one-time thing. So we don't have like a blanket interlocal agreement. It's
Yeah.
like we do one for, I could say a parking lot, cause that's 90% of what we do for the schools. We'll do an interlocal agreement to do the parking lot, and then there's no time, we don't ever put a time in
Time,
there, cause
okay.
you don't ever, you get caught up in weather and trying to work it in between when school's out and
Yeah,
stuff like
okay.
that, so. It's just a one-time event, now like with the city and stuff, like City of Tuttle, we have an interlocal agreement with them that, I don't know if we redo it every year, we probably should renew it every year, but.
That's what I'm wondering,
It's like
do
a
we,
blanket, like an emergency, you know, it's not for like, if they want a road chip and seal, you know, we'll do an interlocal agreement for that, it's like a flood or tornado or something where they need heavy equipment and they need it right then, that we gotta have an agreement that's covered.
so when we do one, it's specific?
Right.
And, okay, and
Yeah.
you give your time frame. I was just wondering, cause this one said March 2025 to March 2026, and I'm like, does that have anything to do with like fiscal year? Because normally we do contracts fiscal year, and so in my mind, I'm just asking, cause I'm gonna have to do some of these, and I wanted to know, do I do them now for a whole year, or do I wait till July 1 and do it to June 30th? That's just my question on working with contracts
On
in the past.
each one of those that you have to do, if you want to call me, we will
Talk about it.
specify whether, how to properly word it,
Okay, thank you.
and
That's,
there won't be any problem.
yep, that was just my question.
Okay, so, we still wanna go ahead and sign off on the,
Have I seen this?
probably not, same as it was last year.
What is it?
We just renewed, what we're doing, what we've done, Charles, is it expired, the 1 year, so we just done up another one, yeah.
What are we agreeing to?
Pardon?
What are we agreeing to?
Oh, interlocal with the school, we do it with each school.
For.
Rush,
We do it
for
specific for-
doing
Like
parking
parking
lots, or, you know, whatever's needed, like, when it snows, we take our skid steers up there, clean off their parking lots,
Okay. That's more of a blanket thing as opposed to specific thing. From what it sounds like to me.
now they're furnishing, now if they need rock, they are now having to call, a trucking company and have that rock called in. But we'll go out there and spread it for them, we're not hauling it to them anymore like we used to, and picking it up and, being out the expense of the rock.
I would, have they signed it yet?
No, they did last year,
Have they signed this one?
pardon?
Have they signed this one?
No, this is for us to sign first and then send it to the schools.
Is there a renewal, automatic renewal in this thing?
That's what we just been doing.
I understand, is there any language about
I
automatic?
don't think so, I don't think it's.
Kinda like the contract for the copier.
It just says may be renewed or extended annually by appropriate action of the governing bodies of both parties.
I would like it better if it was fiscal year. 'Cause that's-
What?
I think I'd like it better if it was fiscal year. Would
Okay.
it be alright if I looked at this?
Yeah,
Could we table it and
Yeah.
look at it and then come back? I apologize for the extra work, but I think it might be appropriate.
okay. I'll make a motion to table it then.
I'll second that motion.
Gary?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
I knew you.
I'm sorry.
You should have called me last week.
I just knew that I was gonna have to do a few of these, cause I had seen the ones, and I was like, I wanna ask if it should be fiscal year.
We can throw in a renewal clause in there, and like I said, like we do on the copier machines, these things that last more than 1 year.
I'm pretty sure now that I think about it, I think that's what we did with City of Tuttle with their blanket, we did that. You wrote it, so I'm assuming that we probably did.
I'm sure it's right.
I'm sure.
Of course.
I'm sure I have no idea.
Alright, let's see, item 12, discussion and possible approval of an interlocal agreement between Grady County District 3 and LA Public School District. Make a motion to table that one too.
I'll second that one.
Gary?
Yes.
Zach?
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
Item 13, discussion and possible approval of a quoted bid for the installation of 3 windows for the sheriff's office where the windows were previously removed.
It's the last set on the end of the building, the last
On the
set
north
we
end.
have, north end.
Why did we do these all at one time? Why did we split it up?
Cause we're building offices in those, and when we come to building the offices, then we
Okay.
put the windows in.
Yeah.
so.
Okay,
So I attached with the deal, the one from Sooner State, that's Joe Jordan, he's done every one of them there. Sydney mentioned that I called the glass company, or glass shop, they've replaced them, they only replace windows. And then I was like, who else do I call? So I called Renewal Anderson, you know, they advertise on TV, like, whatever, and they don't do commercial. So, my other thought is, Joe's already done all of them. So, and this is the last set.
Make a motion to approve.
And then one more thing, in the past, we've gotten a truck to put the brick in, is that possible?
depends on, probably, but it depends also on the time.
Okay.
I think
Just
it'll be, yeah, we'll figure it
I got
out.
an old
give
one
you a
sitting
call,
around too, so
John?
one way or the other, we'll get you.
Yeah, we'll get a truck.
Okay.
Thank you.
Zach?
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
Okay, item 14, discussion possible. I think this, I don't know how you exactly meant to word that. Discussion possible of a bid.
That's a big request.
I know, but it's discussion possible of a bid.
Oh, she forgot action approval.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
She forgot
Oh,
approval.
possible of a bid, yes.
Yeah.
She forgot to put action in there.
Okay, okay,
I'm so used to reading it that way, I didn't even see that.
yeah, it's went through me. Discussion possible action on a bid request for the rebidding of custom-built AR-15 rifles for the Grady County Sheriff's Office.
And on that, we're gonna go out with the same 3 bidders that bid them before, we're gonna send it straight back to them. I went and did a lot of research on this rifle, on the suppressors and everything, these all match up, there's no issues with them. And so, this is the rifle it's a different rifle than what it was, because of the issues with the chemo system and the suppressor, with an officer safety issue, so. And I've actually went out and shot a couple of these guns, so they're really nice guns for what we need for the deputies, but, again, like I said, this is just the rebid, send it back out to the same 3, I'm not gonna send out to anybody else.
I'll make a motion to go out for bids.
Second.
Yes.
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 Item 15. Okay, item number 15, discussion and possible action on opening and awarding a bid for the fenced parking lot, Grady County. Okay, signed and dated. That'll be, lock welding.
Walk welding put it in for $129,800. concrete,
is that?
129. That was for the concrete. That one's probably for the fence.
Strip.
Oh, that's just
topsoil
for the
grade.
dirt, that's just for the dirt work.
Yeah. Oh, I'd say you did before.
Oh, this one's from Elevated Excavation.
This is for the concrete, it's from, to CK Custom Concrete LLC for $82,829.50.
No, that's just for the dirt work only.
You don't have a bid bond with it?
Do what?
You don't have a bid bond with it?
It's got a letter from an insurance agent. This is concrete only for $82,829. That's just concrete only.
This one's gonna be for dirt work, concrete paving. Approaches south and east sidewalk, and the cost of the bond. It's Walsh Development, total $77,250. Sign dated. How much for the concrete? It's 57.
Yeah, 57,000.
And that other concrete was 80.
And let's start working on.
This is for electrical. Harold Service Group Electric out of Minco. And it is for $19,500. This will be Michael Coffee.
Cities and the utility companies to do a ditch or, boring machine.
Mhm.
and backhoe and trencher. Long time ago, not doing more of it. And then did and actually did the work. He came and do it. So John Deere does the backhoes. Okay.
Here it is.
Yeah, they're in, they do.
66,400.
Just shade and darker. The guy that was doing this stuff, he's semi-retired now, so I don't know who's, they want somebody else.
K&C Concrete for $78,745.
He threatened to sue us the last time. Remember that when
Oh,
that comes around?
That one.
This one's from Ellsworth Construction Company. Signed and dated. $21,605.07.
Probably fence.
Yeah. Usually you forget to read, you're doing it.
Post Oak Construction, 49,920. Signed and dated.
I think that's the only thing they looked at was fence also.
Okay, everyone has the opportunity to bid on the project as a whole or what they can do.
Yeah, I was really hoping somebody would bid the whole thing to make it easier.
We sent it to tons
Yeah,
of,
right there.
Did West do
There-
it?
we sent it to tons of people, we had lots of people call about it.
So the bid spec
Really?
Yeah, we don't.
allowed for individual parts of the job to be
Yeah.
bid
We
on.
donate.
Yeah, you can either be what you can or the whole project.
Okay.
That's, wow, what a mess.
I donate, not see that much, I donated when they were here the first time.
I'll make a motion to table it. Thank you.
Second.
Can, on tabling it, can Mike look over all those bids,
That's
make
what
sure that
I'm
we're
hoping
within
that we'll
specs?
do. Yeah.
And me and him will get together on this, since it's gonna be that parking lot over there.
Yep.
I do know that the security system, they're on state contract, so, and they're the one that has all our security systems and stuff right here. So, but we'd really like to take a look at all of these, cause like I said,
Yeah, cause I hate to see some work get done and then us have to tear the work up to go
Absolutely.
do something else.
absolutely.
And so, that was my concern, is that if we don't get somebody to try to do it all, that we're gonna be going back and forth.
I agree.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
You wanna do that tomorrow?
Can I take those on the card?
Item number 16. It's gonna be kinda long. Item number 16, executive session. proposed executive session pursuant to Title 25 Oklahoma Statute 307B11. All nonprofit foundations, boards, bureaus, commissions, agencies, trusteeships, authorities, councils, committees, public trusts, task forces, or study groups supported in whole or part by public funds or entrusted with the expenditure of public funds for purposes of conferring on matters pertaining to economic development, including the transfer of property, financing, or the creation of a proposal to entice a business to remain or to locate within their jurisdiction if public disclosure of the matter discussed would interfere with the development of products or services, or if public disclosure would violate the confidentiality of the business, period. Session, discussion and possible approval to return to regular session. Make that motion.
I'll second that.
Item number-
Gary?
Yes.
Zach?
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
Item number 18, discussion and possible action on item discussed in executive session.
No action.
No action.
No action.
No action. Okay, item number 19, acknowledgement of the Grady County Treasurer's letter of resignation to take effect on April 1,
No.
2025.
Actually,
Number
David
19, David Richardson, yeah.
What?
David Richardson, resignation from the excise
Okay.
board.
He didn't say that. The,
Well, your sure don't, does it? No.
Wow, is yours?
He's got a different agenda.
Oh, mine says,
oh, y'all got the,
oh, you may have printed off the first one and then they did an amendment or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we added 19 and
Okay,
18.
all right.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, but
oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Is there, anybody got a spare agenda? Here.
oh.
He has started sending those out to you
on Thursday.
Okay, so which one are we on now?
We're on 19.
Okay.
We got this letter after she had sent it.
Well, I thought, well, that's not what I said.
That's confusing.
I'm saying, oh my Gary.
I know it. I know it. I thought, you're nuts.
So sorry.
I'm reading what I'm.
Y'all gotta make Gary think he's getting dementia.
Okay,
Yes.
see, $5 is cheap. Alrighty. Acknowledgement of David Richardson's Grady County Excise Board member, letter of resignation to take effect on April 1, 2025. Read this, or
It's up to you.
just,
You don't have to, or you can.
well, let me read it. He's a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
Dear Jill, I, David Richardson, am finally conceding I may win a battle or two, but I am losing the war with Father Time. This realization has prompted me to decide to move outside of District 2 of Grady County. This makes me ineligible to represent the people of the district on the Grady County Excise Board. Therefore, I am submitting my resignation from the board dated April 1st, 2025. Serving on the board has been a wonderful opportunity to learn about the functioning of county government. Like all institutions, it is no better than the people put in place to run it. It is my feeling that when something not right is discovered, the good people speak up and correct it. It has been a pleasure working with the other members of the board. David Richardson.
Sure hate to
Fine
see him
gentleman,
go. He's a good one.
What a
Yeah.
servant to his community.
Yep, yes.
Okay, motion to accept.
Oh,
We just need to.
We have to,
you're just gonna acknowledge.
oh, okay, just acknowledge. Item 20, off of the new form here. Acknowledgement of Robin Burton's Grady County Treasurer letter of resignation to take effect on April 1, 2025.
Yes, sir.
You want me to read it?
It's up to you.
Board of Grady County Commissioners, I, Robin Burton, Grady County Treasurer, have decided to give my resignation effective April 1st, 2025. I've been with Grady County for almost 33 years, and I now have decided to retire. I have enjoyed my time in serving the citizens of Grady County. I'm asking for your support and recommendation for Carolyn Bowen, my first deputy, to step into the role of serving as the Grady County Treasurer for the remainder of my term. She will do an excellent job fulfilling the duties and responsibilities as treasurer. Congratulations on your retirement.
Thank you, thank you.
Hate to see
Done
you
an
go.
outstanding
Thank
job,
you very much.
Robin.
I'm glad you don't go enjoy some retirement.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
thank you.
okay. Item 21. The board will discuss and possibly take action to appoint a replacement to complete the present term of office of the treasurer for Grady County, thereby filling the vacancy caused by the April 1st, 2025 resignation of the current treasurer.
I will make a motion to.
May I?
Yeah, sure.
This is something that came in conversation Friday in a meeting with Mr. Hicks, team, he and I. As you guys recall, Jim quit. We needed to appoint a sheriff to fill in the rest of his term. How did we handle that?
Took applications.
Exactly.
And resumes.
Why? Well, this is a position, his was a position that required a certain level of expertise, knowledge, skill, etc., that is incredibly important to citizenry of the county. Similarly, we had that with the treasurer's office. Now, Carolyn may end up being the best choice, but it was suggested that we might propose to you guys to consider having, just like before, deadline, applications, resume, etc., come back and approve it. Now, who's your first right now?
Carolyn.
Carolyn. So if we went past April 1, she would, by law, be acting as your, instead as a temporary position anyway. So we're not gonna be out of treasurer, we're gonna have someone as acting treasurer even after April 1 if we went beyond April 1, the appointment. So we're covered by law there as long as she stays around. But that was the suggestion that we might do something similar to what we did with the sheriff's vacancy that eventually became filled by our current sheriff. Is it?
I'm gonna just say the problem we have is we don't get a lot of applicants.
Maybe not.
Yeah. So do we run an ad? What do we do?
Well, however we would, how did we promote this? I think we did that very
Is
same
that when they
thing.
ran an ad?
It only,
We put it on the website.
it was on the website,
But I
yeah.
don't know if we did an ad, not, I
We
didn't
did
put it
not
back
do
in
an
the
ad, it was on the county website.
Put it public, county website, or an ad, either one or both.
How
If we
long
get-
we did it, was it 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah, we only had 2 weeks to have the apps in.
Yeah, and then back on the agenda the following week. Okay, now, we may have one, and that's all, okay. But we have then at least been very transparent in our approval and our attempt to fill this elected official's term, which is what we were doing, and we did. Sure.
And it can still be done by April 1st, so. Still do that.
Or not, but that was our office's suggestion.
So on the 31st, would you do an executive session or the 24th? To look at the applications? 17th, 24th.
We had a special meeting, for that matter.
Well, that's true. It's just special.
We can do a special meeting anytime in that week, the week of the 24th. Yeah.
Okay.
Have them all due in by 21st or 24th, and then have a special on the 26th, approve and appoint somebody, everything will be flying right along on the 1st of April. Or not, but that was our suggestion.
Okay, so we need a motion.
Yes, you need to decide what you're gonna do, make a motion on that.
I think this need, make a motion to accept the resumes, possible applicants to fill the position.
So are we gonna accept resumes to a certain time and then set up interviews? Are we gonna interview?
We get down to interviews within the special,
Meeting?
meeting.
Okay.
In fact, I think that's what we did do last time. Yours was the last one that we did anything like that on, and I think we did do that.
Okay.
I think we can,
Cause there were only two applicants, mine and somebody else.
I think we can probably do that under this agenda item. We can probably go out to accept resumes.
Yeah, the way it's worded, possible, let me find it. Discuss about to take action to appoint a replacement. Well, that's what we're doing, is taking action to appoint a replacement. Doesn't say by, sending out for resumes and whatnot, but that's what's being done in this conversation right now. So, yeah, I think so too.
Okay, make a motion.
Okay, when do you want the deadline to be for the
I say make them have them the 24th, and let's set a special for the 26th.
Let's get it done.
Get it done.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you, sorry.
I'll second it motion.
Oh, my goodness.
motion?
Yeah, I'll make that.
Gary?
Yes.
Zach?
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
Okay, item 22, discussion and possible approval of resolution to accept maintenance and to include these roads in the county's certified road mileage to be filed with ODOT. Dino Drive, located in Cottonwood Village, south of State Highway 37, located in Section 2, Township 9 North, Range 5 West.
Okay, on these next items, item 22, 23, 24, and 25, there's little sections of road, and probably all these together don't equal a mile, but for whatever reason, in 2018, all these was taken out of county maintenance. And you can look at them and tell they're chip and seal, you can look at them and tell that they've been county maintained. And so we got to doing some research, we're gonna redo all of these roads that's here. We got to doing our research, and when we looked into it, cause everybody was, we had probably 25 phone calls with everybody griping because we wasn't gonna redo the back part of their road. And everybody said that the same story, that it was county maintenance. So I got doing some research and found out that it, in 2018, for whatever reason, they were taken out. Nobody knows, it's not documented anywhere why. So I would like to accept all of them. So I'll make a motion on item 22 to accept that back into maintenance.
Second.
Gary?
Yes.
Zach?
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
There's one more spot here. There was. Yes, there.
you later.
See you, Gary.
Take care. Item 23, discussion possible approval of resolution to accept maintenance and to include these roads in the county certified road mileage to be filed with ODOT. Joni Place, located in Cottonwood Village, south of State Highway 37, located in Section 2, Township 9, and Range 5 West.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second. Yes.
Zach?
Yes.
Yes.
Item,
Do the, on this next page, do the second one. Do the second one.
oh,
No big deal. I'll take it.
alright. Item 24, discussion and possible approval of resolution to accept maintenance and to include these roads in the county certified road mileage to be filed. Let's see. Where's my pen? The other page. Oh, here it is, right here.
I was gonna say, we need to share
Yeah.
an agenda.
I'm having trouble with my agenda today. With ODOT, Cedar Spring Drive, located in Cedar Springs Edition, located in Section 3, Township 9, Range 5 West.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second. There we go.
Gary?
Yes.
Zach?
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
Around here. Okay, item 25, discussion possible approval of resolution to accept maintenance to include these roads in the county certified road mileage to be filed with ODOT. County Street 2937, located north of County Road 1198, between County Street 2930 and County Street 2940, located in Section 6, Township 9 North, Range 5 West.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Gary?
Yes.
Zach?
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
Okay, item 26, discussion and possible approval of disposal of equipment for District 1 in accordance with provisions set forth in Title 19, Section 421.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Gary?
Yes.
Zach?
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
Item 27, discussion and possible approval of a ASCOG REAP contract closeout for District 3. Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Gary?
Yes.
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
Item 28. Discussion and possible approval of a service order agreement between Dobson Fiber and the OSU Extension Office. Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Now, do I have to sign this?
yes. They did tell us last time, they're not,
Uh,
they're not supposed to sign them.
oh, no, so I'll sign that too.
There's one right there. Look at the very back page.
I think it's Gary signed this.
Item 29, discussion and possible approval of utility pipeline road crossing permits, water line, fast line permits, and driveway inland permits. Motion approved.
Got two.
Got one, I'll second.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Approved. You can sign that one too.
Who seconded that? Anybody second?
I think I did.
Item 30, discussion and possible approval of blanket purchase orders. Motion approved.
Can I ask a question about, like, there's about four in this question. I just wanna ask. So we've got two payments to Amazon for the same exact amount, $5,793.90.
yes.
Do you know,
Are they the sheriff's?
they're under general fund, that they're exactly the same amount.
I think they're the sheriff's, jacks and, what do you call it, impact wrenches. He's buying one for each of his cars.
Okay.
And we had to do them in two separate, because Amazon won't let you do it so many. That's the reason they're on two separate things.
Okay. And then on the senior citizens, it's got Chickasha Senior Nutrition Program, like $6,000.
Probably.
Huh?
Probably.
What is it?
I don't know what
I mean,
is,
it looks
but
like they're paying themselves from the sales tax, and I've got one to Nanny Call and one to Rush Springs, and I'm wondering, what we're doing with this.
So what they did is they set up a different account to put their money into for their payroll.
Okay,
So that's the reason all of them will have a different name.
okay. So it's to take care of their payroll.
Yeah, Ellie, same way.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, see, item 31. Let's see, who seconded the blanket purchase?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay,
I thought I did.
Yeah.
I meant to anyway.
Harry,
yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Okay, item 31, review purchase orders generated by the Grady County governing bodies during the current and previous months and authorize or deny payment of such purchase orders.
Okay, we've got two partial payments, so one of them is to the Oklahoma Pike plate pay, for $40.50. No. $4.03. And then we have a partial payment to the, Criminal Justice Authority for $50,000. Okay, and then we've got Ellick Community Center. They exceeded their blanket PO by $545.04. Sheriff's Office, Parham Body Shop. This is continual one, repairs to the vehicles. The PO was not open when the vehicle was taken in. Grady County Fire Department, dispatch services, proper purchasing procedures were not followed. It's $380. Highway District 3, estimated cost diagnosed, electrical issue. PO should have been open before taking equipment in, just in case, invoice dated before PO.
I would never, cause I might have one next
I'm
week.
gonna have one next month, or next week. Make a motion to approve.
Second. Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Okay, 32, discussion and possible approval of county officer monthly reports, so I'll make that motion.
Second.
that first one will have 2 pages to it, so.
Let me
Or
take
do
this
that, yeah,
off.
that'd be best. There's a couple of requisitions.
Yes?
I guess, open building thing that we're doing. No one told us they were gonna be charging us for it, so.
Well, actually, what it is, it's just a pass-through. is what this is. It's not,
But anyway, these two POs are not now because no one told us.
well, okay. I don't know that I can sign a PO.
Well, this is a requisition and I thought we had.
Make him a requisition officer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I can. And I don't know that you can make me one. Not that I'm trying to avoid it, since I'm technically a state employee. I don't know. How do we do it across the street with, is it,
Jason was on. I'm assuming he can.
somebody, I know Karen
Mhm.
does. Is there somebody else in our office that also does, like Jennifer or anybody?
Well, I don't know, cause I don't think y'all have ever done anything since you changed personnel.
I don't
Just
know.
saying,
I don't know.
Cheryl.
And we have used requisition right now, but if we need to change that, we can, and
You
Gary
have
is
to.
also a requisition, so I can get these signed.
Okay.
My problem was is these are gonna be wrong, so we may have to have a letter.
Well, I mean, I can send an email saying the okey dokey, you know,
Okay.
as I have done in your,
And
in
then
years
I'll need
past.
to put it back on the agenda to change requisitions or something?
I'll need to visit with him. That's a topic we didn't get to Friday. and But who signs off on it? It might be, whoever our requisitioning person is from our office to this county right now, like Karen or Jennifer.
I don't know that, I mean,
I think
Karen's,
Jason's requisition, and I think your other people are receivers.
Yeah.
So.
and I don't know that Karen
But I'm
can
not
be,
sure.
cause she's Stevens, I mean, it'd have to be somebody in your office.
Ah,
I think.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I don't know,
okay.
Karen couldn't,
Okay.
I don't think Karen.
For now,
could.
I can get Gary to.
Yeah, let's do that, and then I'll try to iron it out. But this is pass through. The money comes from, at AG, goes into that separate account, and then it passes through to run these programs. That's what that is.
Right.
I'm having this very same conversation in 4 different locations.
Yeah, see,
With
the
4 different
district,
Jills.
the district attorney, account itself, the A account, is Jason Hicks and Jeff Cyphers are the requisitionings. And then Julie Schrader and Neely Alexander are the receiving officers.
Julie is gone.
Julie's gone, so we need a new receiver.
Yeah, we'll have to have a new
Julie
receiver for
Schrader,
that too.
She retired after 100 years,
She did.
a couple weeks ago.
But, then what account
Yeah,
that is?
but we probably need to get,
Oh, the opioids, okay.
it's a separate fund. I'll ask Jason who he wants to, he may tell me to go ahead and sign up one, but until I just don't know how to approach it. I don't really give it, it's just that if I did, without being directed and or approved by the appropriate places, then I'll just have to face that thing later, I'll be perhaps not my colleagues. I think she was pleased to be moved. A few years ago.
Yeah.
With me being so transient, so running
You
here and
don't
there,
have a home.
I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of interaction with anybody, because I'm there a day. And I may not even be in their office. If I am, I may not come out of my office. You know, when I speak,
Hi, how are you?
I don't have an office in Jefferson, I don't have an office in I do in this one and
That one.
that one. her desk and her computer. I have my laptop, a printer, internet access, I can work on the room. What I do. Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I think, we have to set this desk out there where I'm at.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Um,
I'm worried about you.
oh my gosh.
Item 33, discussion and possible approval of estimate of needs, request for appropriations and transfer of appropriations. Okay, I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes,
we didn't approve the monthly report, y'all just signed it.
Make motion to approve.
yeah,
Second would be monthly report.
Second.
I'll make second.
Gary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
Ruth,
yes.
I need you to sign these requisitions for, just the individuals about their, open healing.
That money's in a separate opioid account, right? Not commingled with the other.
No, the opioid, there's a fund, but then all of those are separated out, so
Yeah.
each one had their own
Right here.
account.
Here.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm ready to adjourn, yeah, let's adjourn. Sorry,
I'll second.
I was cleaning.
Zach, second.